Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 7, called Like a Fairy Tale.
Think we're getting into the action. So,
he says that every episode. This is a slow burn.
Yeah, but we got a dragon fight last episode. Okay, a little confidence builder, a little light work for our front end soldier. Forget his name, hit me.
Stark.
Stark.
I wouldn't say it was light work. He just needed to build some confidence.
I was kind of being sarcastic that the dragon was light work.
Oh.
So yeah, he built his confidence, which was good for him, probably needed. They got to the town, which allows them to head north. It was walled off, but Frieren's a stud. Everybody knows her, so they're letting her.
Preceded her.
Reputation precedes me. They told you I'm crazy.
They're letting them through the wall into the untamed north, which has all kinds of monsters in it.
Demon fights.
Yeah. We are heading into the unknown as a party of 3. Retracing the steps of the fabled 4, I'm going to call them.
Oh. Adam still thinks they're going to add another member to the group. I'm on the fence about that.
You're a trio fan?
Not that I'm a trio fan, they seem good. I don't know. Fern starting to respect Stark a little more.
Yes, now that he didn't run away. Not a fan of the cowards.
No, she's very judgmental.
Yeah.
I can relate. There are lots of things that I'm like, wow, I'm like Frieren, and then there's other things I'm like Fern. But let's see. Let's see what this group gets up to this episode. So buckle up, everybody. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 7 is coming right now.
フランメの魔導書ですか。
フランメの著書に本物なしって言われていてね。今まで偽物の魔導書しか見つかっていないんだ。これが今までで一番出来のいい偽物かな。討伐依頼の報酬としてはなかなかだね。
何がいいのかさっぱりだな。しかし、こうも偽物しかないと本物が実在するかどうかわからなくなりますね。人類の魔法の階層、フランメ自体がおとぎ話のようなものだ。
おとぎ話か。
I trained with her.
そうだね。それだけの年月が経った。あの人の顔を覚えているのは多分私だけだ。
There are not many elves.
Not that past the training threshold.
フリーレン様が早起きしてる。
それすごいことなの？
当たり前です。こういう時はしっかり褒めないと。
She is like a big baby sometimes.
何これ？
Is she feeding her?
Yeah. I need rewards for waking up early.
I do for sure, though.
助かりました。道が塞がっていて途方に暮れていたところでした。
That horse got some mean eyes.
なあ、こんなことする必要あるのか？
不満なの？報酬は悪くないよ。
そうじゃなくて、魔法で場所を向こう側に運んだりできるだろう。
それだと後の人が。
That's what I was thinking. It was gonna solve one problem.
自分勝手だね、シュタル君。
お前にだけは言われたくね
お疲れ
What's
様
it
です。
take?
え。おう、ありがとう。ところで、なんでここだけこんなに崩れてるんだ？
北側諸国も 場所によっては魔族と交戦状態にあるところもありまして、おそらくそのとばっちりかと。
争いの爪痕ってわけか。
シュタルク様、そっちは一旦置いておいてこっちを手伝ってもらっていいですか。シュタルク様。
なあ、そのシュタルク様ってのやめない？落ち着かないんだ。年だってそんな変わらねえだろ。
そうですか、わかりました。シュタルク、さっさとこっち手伝って。早く。
タメ口！そういうのじゃなくてさ、さん付けとかくん付けとかいろいろあるでしょ。
は
あともっと愛想よくしてくれよ。傷つきやすいんだよ。
めんどくさいなこいつ。
こいつって言った。
ねえ、そっち側進んでる？
急ぎますよ、シュタルク様。
はい。
いやー、本当にありがとうございました。よければ町までご案内します。しかしエルフですか。長く生きてきましたが、生まれて初めて見ました。
まあ珍しいからね。
そういえばフリーレン様以外のエルフって見たことがありませんね。
数がとても少ないからね。私だって同族を見たのは数えるほどしかないよ。私たちエルフは長くは生きるけど、恋愛感情や生殖本能みたいなものが軒並み欠落しているからね。緩やかに絶滅していってるんだよ。最後に同族と会ったのは400年以上前だし、案外終わりは近いのかもね。
What happens if an elf breeds with a human?
Half elf.
Is that a thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Like a half elf is a species?
Generally. I don't know.
I have so many questions now.
I mean, I wonder
She's
what
only
age.
seen elves a handful of times in her life.
True. Generally, a lot of times they can be seclusive. So,
Reclusive?
yeah. What was I thinking? I feel like I combined two words in my head there.
You do that all the time.
It's true.
It's like at least once a week there's a word mishap. Secluded?
Yeah, and reclusive were the two. That's what I was going for.
Seclusive.
Oh, that's a new word. Head in a
No,
blender.
it's not a new word. Don't use that. Don't encourage him, everybody. Head in a blender somehow is stuck. I didn't want it to stick. It is here. Seclusive needs to go. Okay?
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
That has got to feel a little lonely.
But she just said we don't have romantic feelings. Like they don't.
No,
they don't
not
really
lonely
do
in that sense, but like you're, I don't know, you're different.
Yeah, she
You
doesn't.
don't see anybody like you ever.
She doesn't seem to experience emotions the same way humans do. It was like a casual.
I haven't seen another one in 400 years.
So far, hasn't seemed to bother her.
They're definitely becoming more of a team.
Yes.
A little more bickering, a little more poking and prodding at the ego,
Yeah.
you know, making fun of each other.
I think adding a man or a male into the dynamic changes it a little bit too.
Well, isn't he said that they're around the same age? Didn't Fern? Isn't she like close to her 30s now?
I don't know.
They are giving me teenager vibes like so
Yes.
much, but like I'm pretty sure they're older than that.
I was kind of thinking early 20s, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh. Somebody tell
fill
us.
in.
街が見えてきましたね。馬車が並んでいますね。
ありゃ商人だな。
今夜は解放祭ですから。今日は勇者ヒンメル様ご一行がこの地域を支配していた魔族を討伐してくださった日です。
そんなこともあったっけね。
解放祭はその日を記念したもので、町の中央広場にあるヒンメル様たちの像を飾り付け、町全体で盛大に祝うのです。
She just gets to relive all of her own celebrations.
Do they not recognize her? Like if you're staring at this statue.
祭りに従う。
魔族が倒されたのはもう80年以上も前になります。人間にとって何かを忘れ去るのに十分すぎる時間です。それでもこの日だけは皆ヒンメル様たちを思い出すの
Well,
で
you're
す。
walking with one, my friend.
上出来だね。リテイク5回か。今回は早く終わりましたね。
ヒンメルってよく像作ってもらっているよね。
Himmel loves a good
みんな
statue.
に覚えていてほしいと思ってね。
Everyone's remembering you.
私は君と違って長く生きるわけじゃないから。後世にしっかりと僕のイケメンぶりを残しておかないと。
そろそろ宿に戻ろっか。
でも一番の理由は
This is the heartfelt.
君が未来で一人ぼっちにならないようにするためかな。
何それ。
おとぎ話じゃない。僕たちは確かに実在したんだ。
And you don't recognize
こ
her?
う
Dude!
やって毎年のように勇者ヒンメル様ご一行の功績を称えるのです。
Totally out of context.
Zoom in on the one on the
あ
left,
なたは勇
please.
者様ご一行のフリーレン様の像によく似ていらっしゃる。
これ100年後も続いているかな。
この町が続く限りは。
1000年後は。
それはわかりませんな。
よし、行こうか。目指すは北の果てだ。
そういえばこの旅の目的地ってまだ聞いてなかったな。どこなんだ？
天国。
そいつは楽しそうだ。
Very interesting how they're talking about phlegm and people are wondering if she even existed, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I need the statues, so I'm not a fairy tale.
Yeah.
But everybody only remembers him, really. Like, he is the superstar of that party.
Yes, but in the town they remembered Frieren.
I mean, they said her name, sure, but it's always like Himmel's party.
Yeah, he definitely seems like he was the,
Front man.
yeah, he
The
was the
face.
social one. He was the one who would talk to people. He probably very generous with his time. Seems like the leader.
Well, Frieren is like, you know, when you're in a group and it's like, okay, not that this is the case with Himmel, but like you're in a group and it's like the mediocre ones talk the loudest, you know, and it's like the ones who've actually done something don't need to say much. She reminds me of the ones like that. Not to minimize, like Himmel's a good guy. I like him. Not to minimize his skills.
But I think it also comes down to, like she said, this is a blip in her life. Like, she doesn't need the praise, or she's not interested in that, because it's, like you said, it's 10 years of her 1,000-year life. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep and do
Have
that.
fun with that.
Yeah. I think about the similarities between college life and life now. It's like, college life, something's going on, I want to be a part of it. Now it's like, I want to go to bed.
That was always me.
So it doesn't surprise me, and he's the charismatic one and leader, so. But I think they got here. Like, you actually look like her quite a bit.
Oh my gosh, took him long enough, jeez.
Yeah, the demons.
とりあえず買い出し当番決めようぜ。
フリーレン様、街中ですよ。
魔族だ。
Do demons run this town?
グラント伯爵、あなたの差し金ですか？リグナー殿、確かにわしはお前たちを殺したいほど憎んでいる。だが街中で堂々と和睦の使者を手にかけるほどバカではないわ。
和睦の使者。
大方事情も知らぬ冒険者といったところだろう。そういうことにしておきましょう。冷静で殺意のこもった冷たい目だ。私たちを憎んでいるこの町の住人でさえ、私を見るときは怯えながらも人を見る目をしている。だが君のその目はまるで
猛獣でも見ているかのような目だ。
実際にそうでしょ。お前たち魔族は人の声真似をするだけの言葉の通じない猛獣だ。
屋敷の地下牢に入れておけ。
Where's her staff? They took her staff too?
It disappeared. She could summon it. Now this is interesting.
Was he the only demon?
Nope, the two other ones with him, they had horns.
There were more with horns?
Yeah.
But the far guy on the far left was not.
Correct. They said peace envoy. So my assumption is there's possibly a faction of demons who want to coexist. They probably have their own city and they're setting up boundaries or peace talks or coexistence, whatever.
But that's like a glamour, right? He doesn't actually look like that. And
Probably.
is that his dungeon? I'm intrigued.
My assessment is the human, the one who was accused of setting up the attack.
Mm-hmm.
He's the lord or mayor of this town, and the demons were his guests.
And he's trying to make peace with the demons so they don't attack his town, maybe?
Probably, kind of what I get. Or pay tribute, or be a vassal or something.
Frieren様。
2、3年は反省しろってさ。
思ってたより短いね。後で魔導書の差し入れ持ってきて。
フリーレン様は本当に時間を無駄にするのが好きですね。
私だって痛くてここにいるわけじゃないよ。で、魔族が和睦の使者ってどういうことなの？
買い出しのついでに調べてきました。担当台のアウラは知っていますよね。
魔王直下の大魔族、七宝剣の一人でしょう。私たちとの戦いで配下のほとんどを失って消息不明のはずだけど、最近何かあったの？
アウラは28年も前に力を取り戻しています。この町はその軍勢と長い間戦ってきたようなのですが、無益な殺し合いに疲弊したアウラ側が和睦の申し出をしてきたそうです。
それで死者を受け入れたのか。悪手だね。魔族との対話なんて無駄な行為だ。
無駄ってことはねえだろ。言葉があるんだ。話し合いで解決するならそれに越したことはねえじゃねえか。
解決しないから無駄なんだよ。魔族は人食いの化け物だ。そいつらが人類と同じ言葉を使う理由を考えたことはある？
History lesson.
勇者様、早くとどめを。
まだ子供だ。
それがどうしたというの？そいつは私たちの娘を食い殺したのよ。
痛い。痛いよ。お母さん。もういい。私がやる。
これでは魔族と同じだな。別に人を食わないと生きていけないってわけじゃないんだろう。償う機会を与えてやってもいいじゃないか。村長。
ふざけないで。娘を
うちで手当てをしよう。ちょうど畑の手伝いを探していたところだ。
ヒメル、今殺しておかないと後悔するよ。だってあいつ。
フリーレン、僕たちには言葉がある。どうせこの村には滞在するんだ。様子を見ようじゃないか。
I'm guessing this didn't end well.
Yeah, I agree.
They're both gonna be dead.
なぜ村長を殺した？
やっぱりあの時殺しておくべきだったんだわ。
またです。あなたから毎日のように殺意を感じていました。私は平穏に過ごしたい。ですから用意しました。私が食べてしまったあなたの娘の代わりを。
その子は村長の娘だ。
村長はもういませんよ。私は何か選択を間違えてしまったようですね。仕方がありません。この子は人質に。
It's pretty quick.
もう止めないよね。お母さん。またお母さんか。魔族は魔物と同じで子育ての習慣がなく、産み落とされてから多くの時間を天涯孤独に過ごす。お前たちは孤独を当たり前とする生物で、家族という概念すら存在しない。なのに、なんでお母さんなんて言葉を使うの？だって、殺せなくなるでしょ。まるで魔法のような素敵な言葉。奴らにとっての言葉は
Little manipulation device.
Yeah. It reminds me of the scorpion frog parable about crossing the water. It's just in their nature. That's just what they do. They can't help themselves.
It's just in my nature.
It seems like she thought she was doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just her way of getting there was a little convoluted. Can you blame her? You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, like her way of getting to a solution to the problem was not okay, but she thought that what she was doing was okay, which is like maybe more terrifying than someone who just knows that what they're doing is not okay or wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they have zero morality the way we would consider morality, and so they just exist and they do what they want. It would be no different than a thoughtless apex predator.
You're with the apex predator.
Yeah.
That's just what they do. So you can either, there's no
like, you're not
reasoning.
going to change them.
Right. There's no reasoning with them. This, I would imagine this peace envoy is a ploy to do something.
Oh yeah. Now that you can see that they're able to manipulate and deceive, it's like, what is the bigger play here?
Now the other thing I did.
But are they all like that?
Right. So there's that, and the other thing I thought of was, Frieren has been alive for so long. She has a history or such a long experience with demons being a certain way. What if some of them have evolved? What if they've changed since the defeat of the king? What if there is actually a sect of them which want peace? Now she seems like she was the one of the total 7, so it seems unlikely. But watching that, I thought maybe her 800-year-old prejudices wouldn't allow her to allow the demons to change if that in fact happened.
You would think if you've been alive for that long, your perspective would be more broad and you would like be able to have encountered a larger cross section of the demon population. You know what I mean?
Maybe they're all the same. Maybe killing the
well,
head
that's what
demon.
I'm saying. So it's not like a prejudice that she has against them. It is informed experience.
Unless killing the head demon 28 years ago or however long it was.
Did you say demon?
I said demon.
You added a D at the end. Can we rewind that? Run that back.
Unless killing the head demon. Head demon. Head demon.
大魔法使いフランメは言葉を話す魔物を魔族と定義づけた。その祖先は獲物をおびき寄せるために物陰から助けてと言葉を発した魔物だよ。差し入れよろしくね。
She's like 2 or 3 years? No problem.
グラナト伯爵、遅いですね。
He's probably dead.
それより気になるのはあの魔法使いだ。 あの顔どこかで
We fought against each other.
言葉の通じない猛獣か。実に的確な表現だ。この町で彼女だけが我ら魔族の本質を理解している。人を喰らう捕食者が人の言葉を話す理由などただ一つ。
分かり合うための言葉ではなく欺くための言葉。この町ももう長くはないな。どさくさに紛れて脱獄しよっと。
ここは
息子の部屋だ。
Run them through.
出来のいい息子でな。早く家督を継いでわしに楽をさせると生意気なことをよく言っておった。
This jacket seems a little big for
御
him.
前試合で陛下から賜った剣だ。
ご子息は今どちらに？
Dead.
10年前にアウラとの戦いで死んだ。
This is not a peace treaty.
帰ってきたのはこの剣だけだ。言うな！お前たちを招き入れたのは息子の無念を晴らすためだ。死者はこの場で全員殺す。和睦なんてクソくらいだ。
この部屋はよく掃除が行き届いています。きっと10年前と変わらぬままなのでしょう。
それがどうした？
私もあなた方に殺された父上の部屋はそのままにしてあります。
Don't believe him, don't believe him.
もうやめにしませんか、グラナト卿。それともまた互いに血を流し誰かを悲しませるつもりですか？私たちには言葉があります。どうか話し合いの機会を。
Run him through, baby. No, what?
She's already casting.
客室に案内してやれ。
Dude, what? Oh, come on.
少し考える。
You're gonna die now.
Oh dear.
リュグナー様、父上って何？
なんだろうね。グラナト伯爵は我々に恨みがあるようだが、人情に熱いお方のようだ。
Got the good wine swirl going.
取り入れれば和睦と称してこの町の防護結界を解除させることも可能だろう。あとはアウラ様の軍勢がこの町を滅ぼしてくださる。ところでリーニエ、ドラートの姿が見えないようだが。
邪魔者を消しに行くってさ。
先走ったな。若いやつは血の気が多くて困る。
ドラート殿。
Sometimes a scorpion's a scorpion.
See, you were thinking that she was just prejudiced against them.
I'm
No,
saying-
her experience has definitely led her to believe that they're like this.
I was saying it was one possibility.
As soon as he said, my father, I'm like, lies.
Yeah.
They don't know family. He should have just run him through the
Right then and there.
trachea right then and there.
This is the problem with the short lifespan, though. You don't have that experience to draw on. And the town is probably dying and bleeding the same as the demons. That thought of peace, that glimmer of hope that drags people in.
Well, and now the Graf Granite, that's his name, right?
I know.
Played all his cards. Now the demons know. Like, dude, should have just finished it then and there, okay?
Frieren to the rescue.
How?
This guy's gonna try and kill her. She's gonna kill him. And then they're gonna realize the demon's nature never changes.
Let's see. Did he just decapitate him with a magic string. A magic... What are those things called?
Garrett.
誰
Garrot.
面会時間ではないはずだけど。
断頭台のアウラが配下、首切り役人の一人、ドラートだ。お前を殺しに来た。
そう。外交ごっこはもう終わり。
これからさ。リグナー様の見立てによれば、この少女が我らの唯一の障害。こいつを始末すれば、あとはグラナト伯爵を懐柔するだけで、この町は容易に落ちる。
言っておくけど私強いよ。
俺よりもか？
断頭台のアウラ。
That was cold. That was cold and I loved it.
Every minute of it. I don't need to brag. I don't need to make a show about this. I'm just gonna tell you I'm straight up stronger than your master.
Just to warn you, I am pretty strong, okay? Stronger than who? The woman that you worship, okay?
I'm just giving you fair warning. This is not gonna go well for you.
She's like, I'm not even trembling.
I kind of love that.
I just love how coldly she said it. Like, oh.
And you're done negotiating? Okay.
You're done pretending? Perfect. Let's do this.
Let's do this!
We're seeing the true nature of demons. We've met a couple demons.
We have?
We have not gotten to know them, but this backstory was very helpful.
Yeah, and it seems like their society is very hierarchical, so whichever one is stronger.
It's very what?
Hierarchical.
Oh, Adam, stop it. Stop it right now.
The Lord is testing me.
Hierarchical. There's no T.
Enunciation police.
It's not even enunciation, it's enunciation. Adam is like having a stroke this episode, everybody.
Well, stop talking.
It has been quite the episode. We're lucky if we get one of these a week. Always entertaining for sure, but with this episode alone, like let's bookmark this, we've had 4. So where's the hierarchy?
Based on their power.
So aura is top.
Aura, strength.
This guy was considered a kid.
How do you know?
He's like, where is that dumb kid?
Well, he's probably not as old as the Lord. The Lord is probably relatively high.
Well, what does that have to do with power?
Power,
it's about age.
Okay, Sarah's apparently the demon master here.
Demon slayer, baby.
We need to put this one behind us.
Adam wants us all to forget this episode.
Maybe.
But I feel like this was a big one.
It was. Demons in town, north, kind of getting the true nature of how they work, the deception, and then the fact that Frieren's is stronger than everybody.
We're gonna keep encountering demons from here until heaven. I loved this episode for a number of reasons, on screen and off. Fantastic stuff.
I live to amuse Sarah.
Let us know your thoughts. I know everybody keeps being like, this is a slow burn, blah, blah, blah. That was a pretty good one. So let us know what you're thinking. Let us know your thoughts. Would you have run Lord Lugner through with that sword? Because I sure would have.
See, she makes fun of me for everything I say and then says sword and I just can't get over it.
I don't add letters. I don't combine words. So I pronounce the W.
Come at me, see what happens.
I'm just gonna get ahead of this. If you guys even think for 1 second to like rip me a new one for how I just said one word and you leave him alone for all of this disaster that happened,
That's a hot mess.
You're never seeing me again, okay? We're done.
Sarah will disappear from Sarah's channel.
It'll just be Adam. Okay, so think twice before we jump on that keyboard. Yeah, this episode's been off the rails. So we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for more exciting pronunciations and Frieren Beyond Journey's End next week. Bye!